Hello all my beautiful friends. Today we're going to be unboxing Ipsy for May. We've got two boxes this month. Ipsy Ultimate and Ipsy Extra, I'm pretty sure. I don't think either one of these are Ipsy Original. The boxes seem too big, but we'll find out when we open it. Okay, so I really enjoy the Ultimate boxes every single time. Like, I've yet to be disappointed by an Ultimate box, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure that's the black box. So we're gonna set that to the side for now as we work on Ipsy Extra? Question mark? Let me just open it and find out, and then I can tell you. Okay, the purple one is May Ipsy, the art of the everyday. I don't know which one this is. We can tell by how many products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is Ipsy Extra. May 2026, the art of everything. I love that plush tomato pout is a trend. I want to look like a tomato. So in Ipsy Extra, we've got two Misho brushes. One is the M101 Cream and Liquid Blush Brush. I love that it's so dense, because those creams, they can pack a punch, and we need to be able to blend it really well. And the M100 Powder Blush Brush. This one's more diffused, more fluffy, and I love the angle because it fits perfect right here on the cheeks. Another tried and true from First Aid Beauty. This is the Daily Resurfacing Lotion with 2% niacinamide. I love First Aid Beauty. Everything I use from them works well on my sometimes very sensitive skin. And really, I've yet to have a First Aid Beauty product that doesn't do what it says it's supposed to do. We've got another live product. This one is the Hydra Gloss Nourishing Lip Treatment, and this one's in the shade Plush. And we have a Rare Beauty body product. This is the Find Comfort Gentle Exfoliating Body Wash. When did Selena start coming out with body products? I am so out of the loop, I'm sorry. But if you know, leave it in the comments. When did she come out with this? When did she launch a body line? Is this new? Is this recent? Has this been around for a minute? And the fifth and final product in Ipsy Extra is the Laura Geller The Wearables Pinking of You 12 Multi-Finish Eyeshadow Palette. These are 12 very wearable shades, hence the name The Wearables from the palette. You know, I actually didn't realize that Laura Geller was still around. Once we got rid of that section at our local Ulta Beauty store when I worked there, I just assumed that that meant that the brand was dissolving, but apparently it does not, because we still got some Laura Geller eyeshadow palettes. I do like that it's a bunch of wearable shades. That's not what I'm drawn to most of the time necessarily, but it is sort of your everything you need in one palette. And now, Ipsy Ultimate. Yeah. Okay, now this one, Summer Collection, and clearly says Ipsy Ultimate. So this is for sure Ipsy Ultimate. The black box is Ipsy Ultimate. Looks like everything is very summer, vacation optional. Don't forget your SPF, how to get that tomato look on your lips, and glow like you just got back, like from vacation. So like summer vibes, natural, wearable. I woke up this way, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, that kind of vibe. Let's see what we got. 8 products inside Ipsy Ultimate. The first one is from Rare Beauty again, another part of the body line, and it's the Awaken Confidence Find Comfort Bouncing Body Cream. Oh wow. When I first opened this, I thought, oh man, something exploded inside the box. But no, that's just the packaging. It's made like that. So we've also got the Natasha Denona My Dream Cheek Duo Blush and Highlighter Palette. I think I've got a gold version of this. If I remember right, it only had 2 shades. Maybe it was like a cream and a powder. I don't remember for sure. But this one has 3. I'm excited to see what tones this has in it. From Dermalactives, the Elastic and Collagen Rejuvenation Collection, we've got Resurfacing Honey and Charcoal Mask. But me being me, the aesthetic of this, like this cool smoky gray with a metallic silver cap, I love this. Like, I'd kind of be okay if my hair color was this color, like a dark smoky color. Anyway, resurfacing mask. From Chorus, we have the Apothecary Wild Rose Night Brightening Sleeping Facial with Vitamin Super C. It's a bright and plump sleeping mask. An Overnight Facial in a Jar. The weightless souffle texture instantly melts into the skin for an intense hydration and brightening effect. Wake up to petal soft glowing skin. You had me at Petal Soft. Who am I kidding? We also have a Sealy dual-ended blush brush. I do love that it's got one for cream, one for powder. It's got sort of the same build as the brushes we previously checked out. One is more of your dense, sort of pack-on kind of brush, works really well for creams and liquids and serums as well. Then we've got the powder side, which is a little more loose, a little more fluffy, a little more diffused around the edges, so you can really blow out that powder if you want to, but it's still dense enough that you could really pack on pigment if you wanted to. But with blushes these days, they're more pigment than anything else, so I feel like we're not really gonna run into needing to pop that color too much on the apples of the cheeks. Oh, looks like we've got some YSL as well. This is the Love Shine Candy Glaze Healthy Glow Plumper Gloss. A glossy shine lip gloss stick. This one's in the shade number 2, Healthy Glow. Kind of looks just like a clear lip balm. Or plumping lip balm, I guess. Maybe a little bit of a pink tone to it. Oh, we've also got some Rodial. This is the Primer for a Flawless Glow Glass Primer. You know, if it wasn't for Ipsy, I probably wouldn't even know who Rodial was, but whenever we got the Rodial, it was another primer, and it was in like a dropper bottle. I don't remember what it was called, but that was the first Rodial product I had ever used, and I loved it. It put Rodial on the map for me. So thank you, Ipsy, for putting Rodial on the map, and thank you, Rodial, for putting your primers in Ipsy. If the last primer I got was any indication as to the quality of the glass primer, I'm excited to use this. And last one in Ipsy Ultimate is the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. This one's in the shade Naked Spice. It's funny because it gives Naked Spice. Like, that looks like a nude cinnamon. If I had to give it a name. You know, this shade actually reminds me of, I cannot remember the name. It was viral for a while. Oh my gosh. Wow, I cannot remember. Leave a comment if you remember a viral lip from like 2016 to 2020, probably. That was a darker brown, warmer shade like this. I cannot think of the name or even the brand. Bow and Arrow? That's ringing a bell. So all in all, based on everything we got in both boxes, to me it seems like this is very summer, very natural, very wearable. It's screaming blush and lips being like the stars of the show, and then eyeshadow's just kind of, you know, an afterthought, like natural, wearable. But the color on your face and the complexion products are what really draw out the whole look. And the skin, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything sorted and ready so that we can do a look. I think I'm gonna start with the eyes today. Big surprise, I know, right? And then we'll move on to the blushes in the face and see how it goes. Now I've come to a point in the application where all I've got left is lips, and I don't know what the heck to do. So we've got plumping balm type finish, a hydrating balm type finish, and an actual lip cream. So real pigmented color, real glossy hydrating pigmented color, and then I don't think any color, but a nice glossy looking finish. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna try all three of them, see what each one looks like, and make a choice after that. They might even look good layered. I don't think all three of them would. Seems like a bit much, but who am I to adjust my moderation levels to accommodate that? Okay, plumping balm first. Ooh, the glide. Wow. Maybe that does have pigment to it, but it's just very, very light pigment. Maybe like a really light pink kind of look. Actually a much thicker consistency than I thought it was gonna be. It's a very thick balm, for sure. I don't hate it though. I'm definitely hydrated, moisturized, but it's not, I mean, yeah, it's giving a little bit of gloss, but it's not like a glossy balm look. It doesn't look like a thick, it looks honestly more like a lip oil finish than it does like a balm finish. It is really natural though. I don't know that I can feel any kind of plumping properties, or at least chemical plumping. It might just be like the illusion of plumper lips because it's shiny, but it's nice, and the taste is very different. I can't really tell what the flavor is. It almost seems like a flower of some kind, like some kind of floral, but it's called candy glaze, so maybe it's a candy. What is that taste? At the bottom it says it's got Mangifera indica fruit extract, mango fruit extract, mango seed oil, mango. It's mango. It's for sure mango. Okay, now that I have the name in my head, I can definitely pinpoint that it's mango. What the heck was I thinking? Flower. Okay, let's take this one off. Oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't finish any eyeshadow on my lower lash line. Pause. We're gonna fix that real quick. The lower lash line's done now. I feel complete again. So we saw what the YSL lip balm looked like. Now let's try the Lithe Hydra Gloss Nourishing Lip Treatment. I bet this one is gonna be like thick glossy with pigment to it. As I drop the lid. Okay, pigment, yes. Gloss, yes. Wow, so glossy. Definitely a thinner consistency. Oh, the taste. That is like creme brulee, vanilla, birthday cake. I don't know. It's a baked good of some kind. Ugh. Okay, so yes, it's pretty. Yes, it's glossy. It gives a little bit of a tint. So the YSL is more like the super light pink, very, very wearable, almost concealer lippy, but not quite concealer lippy sort of vibes. This one is gloss. She is giving a gloss with pigment, but the pigment is such a natural tone and color that it's totally still wearable. If you want that really glossy look to your lip, this will pull it off. Ugh, I can't handle the taste. It is so good. I mean, I can handle the taste. So much that I can't handle the taste because it tastes so good. Okay, I gotta take it off or I'm just gonna eat it all. Now the Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede Cozy Lip Cream. And again, the shade is Naked Spice. I'm not using a lip liner with this. And if this is as pigmented as it looks right there, it's gonna be intense. So I might just do like apply it in the center and tap it outward to the lip line instead of trying to make a really hard line. Huh. It's like a very copper brown. Definitely on the more warmer, slightly orangey side, but it's not super orange. And it's got like hardly any shine to it at all. So this definitely isn't the shade that I thought it was when I first like pulled it out and looked at it through here. I thought it was gonna be a little on the cooler side, and I thought it was gonna be a bit deeper as well. Level wise, this is about the same level as a lip. It just leans more orangey brown. Sort of like a bronzer, really. But it still leaves you with just enough warmth on the lips to give you that natural lip finish. Ooh, I bet the Lithe Hydra Gloss on top of this would tone down that copper color even more and give it that extra shine. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm pretty sure this YSL one is gonna be like my everyday balm kind of vibe because it goes on almost clear, and my everyday is more of like your wearable natural, I don't feel like doing much kind of energy, and that is exactly what this YSL one is. Okay, let's see what this one looks like with a bit of a pinky tone to it. And because I don't want to make a huge mess, finger again. Okay, yeah, I think out of all versions, this is my favorite because we've got the pigment that the lip cream delivers, so it's sort of neutralizing the natural lip tone, leaning it more brown orange, and then going in with the pink on top of it, pushes it back towards the natural tone, but gives it this glossy sheen. So, yes, I like that combo. And I still get to taste this one because it just tastes so good. So here we are with a completely finished look at using the May Ipsy Ultimate and May Ipsy Extra. I will remember these new names one day eventually. You know, you get used to glam bag for so long that it kind of just sticks in your head. So what do you guys think of the look? I think it came out really pretty. I know I took it there with the eyeliner. I just, you know, it's been a while since I've used eyeliner and I just wanted a big dark bold line. Not a thick one, not a huge one, but a dark one. And that's what I got. So it did add a little bit more of the glam, took it a little further than just that natural wearable kind of look. But listen, honey, I'll take a tight lined wing every day of the week. It doesn't even have to be a solid black wing. It can be dark brown. It can be any color of the rainbow. That's fine. Now to discuss some winners and I don't want to say losers, just not so winners, runner-ups. There we go, our runner-ups. Little Miss Pinking of You with her 12 wearable shades. It's cute, it does the job, it's fine, but this is the darkest shade in that palette. Well, on this outer corner. This is the darkest warm tone shade. I think that was right. It might have been backwards. Anyway, those are the two darkest shades in the entire palette. So anybody with light, medium, and deeper isn't gonna have the best time trying to use this eyeshadow palette. I mean, they can use the shimmers because it's a shimmer. But if you're trying to build a foundational eyeshadow with matte shadows, that's gonna be hard to achieve with this if you're any darker than me. Now, hopefully, giving the benefit of the doubt here, that's because when I filled out my Ipsy Beauty quiz, I put my complexion and my skin tone in the little form to fill out so they know what it is. So maybe that's why I got this palette. If someone with deeper skin got this palette and you tried it out though, let me know how it went for you if you did get it. I'm curious to know if that's just me thinking that or if these shades actually would not show up on someone with deeper skin. Quality wise though, it's true to Laura Geller form. All of the matte shades were soft and really blendable. I had no issues blending. They blend like a dream, honestly. And the shimmers. They didn't go on great with a flat brush, but that's because the formula, you can tell when you look in most shimmer formula pans, if they're more of like that sparkly shimmer and they have a lot of specks of glitter in it, they're most of the time not gonna pick up great with a flat brush. If they're more like your flat shimmers, when they still look flat and luminous without glitter pieces in it, those usually pick up a little bit better with a flat brush. So they went on with a flat brush okay, but that mainly built up those sparkly pieces. When you go in with the finger, then you pick up the base luminosity as well, and it lays that down and then puts the sparkle on top. So definitely finger application was much, much better, but most shimmers, that's the case anyway. But I have experienced some shimmers that you don't have to use your finger with and you still get the maximum payoff as you would if you did use your fingers. This is not one of those. Anyway, moving on. You already know my thoughts on all three of the lips because that was a struggle for me. This primer is not what I expected. I thought, you know, it's called glass primer. Usually glass, typically most of the time, is clear and shiny. It doesn't have any kind of color to it. This actually does have a color to it. I don't know if you could see it on my face earlier, but it's got these little pearlescent pigment pieces in it, and they do have a color. And it's like a blushy, I came in from the cold kind of color. Like I think it's meant to be like a normal blush tone, like natural blush tone. Oh, I hope you'll be able to see it. Well, you can't see it. It just looks glowy because of the moisturizer-y type product that it's in, but it's got a flip to it. So the moisturizer itself is more like a gold yellow kind of color. Maybe if I turn a little bit. No, I still don't think you can see it. That's so frustrating. But then the flip is like a blushy pink. So you can see like the yellowy orange sort of gold on one side, and then you can see the more blushy orangish pink color on the other side. I mean, that's cute. I feel like I would actually wear that normally on the daily because it's like just a natural blush tone. But for me, when I want that glass skin look under makeup, I want it to be just like a clear goop. You know what I mean? Like a dewy goop. I don't necessarily want it to have luminous pigment in it because that typically will show through. And if you don't blend it all the way in with your fingers when you're applying it, you'll have streaks everywhere where the cream separates from the mica, and then you end up with like a mica streak and then nothing below it, like a cream streak. If you're blending everything in well enough, that's not gonna be a problem anyway, but it's just not my favorite if it's got mica in it. But it still works. I mean, even with a soft matte foundation, I still have glow coming through the skin. It's definitely reflecting the light very, very well. Like here, I've got no highlighter here, only this with the foundation over the top of it, and you can still see the shine from my skin and the primer coming through the foundation. Now this thing, oh my gosh, I know somebody who would absolutely love this highlighter, and as soon as I finish this video, I am going to message her and be like, hey, I found a highlighter that you're gonna love. But the blush is a beautiful color because it is so natural. I thought it was gonna be too dark for me, but the tone of it just makes it look like a natural finish. Like, even though it is darker, it's like natural darker. You know what I mean? The glow cream base blew my mind a little bit. It went on very strong. I wasn't quite anticipating it to be that intense, like aluminum foil intense, but it is. Then the powder highlighter that goes over the top of the cream highlighter is just as gorgeous. It seems like it's a little too gold in the pan. Like, I love this more like champagne-y, almost silver, but still with a yellow base to it. That's what I was hoping this was gonna be when I went into it. That's not what I thought this was whenever I looked at it, because I mean, you can tell it looks more like a deeper golden shade, but when it goes on and you blend it out, it's definitely more of your champagne tone, not the deeper gold. It didn't leave a cast or anything. You can't see any of it when it's not in the light, and when it hits the light, wha-blam! There she is, wet skin. I didn't use the single brushes this time because I used the double-ended brush, and this double-ended brush, who was this again? Sealy. Okay, this one, the cream blush brush, amazing. Worked so well. Even though I put way too much pigment on the apples of the cheeks at the beginning, it blended so nicely up and out, and I mean, it diffused everything really well. This side though, it might be because I haven't washed the brush, like I just took it out of the packaging and started using it, but this one's kind of painful. It's got sort of these duo fiber bristles. I mean, I don't think it's meant to be duo fiber. You see how there's some that are just longer and more piecey? They don't just follow one solid arc. Those things poke and they're not comfortable. I was just trying to keep a more detailed finish up here when I was putting the highlighter on, and every time I pushed the brush to the skin, those bristles poked and it was like, ow, 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 ow. I mean, it got the job done, and I mean, I'm kind of a weenie, so I'm sure you could deal with it if you wanted to, but I don't want to. I've got plenty of brushes that don't do that, and I bet you if I would have gone in with this one, I probably wouldn't have felt it. Oh yeah, no. This one's super soft, doesn't have any pokey, hard bristles that hurt. Just that side. That side's not the greatest. I am hoping that once I wash it and it dries and I go to use it again, that it'll take out that firm bristle poking me in the face kind of texture, but here's for hoping. Right now though, I don't like that side. It hurts. Okay, was there a favorite that I missed? Let's see, we had the First Aid Beauty resurfacing lotion, didn't use that. The exfoliating body wash from Rare Beauty, didn't use that. The body butter moisturizer, whatever it was called, didn't use that. Of course, the face masks, couldn't and didn't use those. Sleeping facial. Okay, yeah. That's everything that was actually used today to create the finished look. So now that you guys know what was in the Ipsy Ultimate and the Ipsy Extra, I got it. Which box would you pick for the winner for you? I know you guys know what I'm gonna say. I know you do. It was the Ultimate for me. Again, I know, but it's only because of this Natasha Denona palette and the YSL. And if I remember right, this was in the Ultimate, not in the Extra. Without going back to check the footage, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. Pretty sure though. But I just know that this is gonna be an everyday staple kind of thing for me. I'm gonna put this in my bag the moment I'm done filming this video because I know I'm going to use it regularly. And as much as the formula for the Laura Geller palette is amazing, again, blends like a dream, quality is impeccable, it's just the color story. Like, you know, I mean, I know this is what most people wear. I know it's the typical shades that are most common and most comfortable for most people, but you know, it's not me as much. I want color. But this box is not about color. This box is about stuff that most people are actually gonna use. So what do you guys think? Which box would you choose if you had to choose just one of them? And do you like more of your natural wearable eyeshadow shades, or do you go for Roy G. Biv all the time like I do? Let me know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. You guys know that I'm always hanging out down there with you, just chilling, just talking, so let's hang out. Anyway, that's enough for me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you did. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.